everybody. Welcome to the YMCA of San Francisco's Classrooms for All. My name is Crystal, and today we're going to be doing Sharpie Tie Dye. Bam, 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 bam. Yes, you heard me right. Sharpie Tie Dye. Cool. So, first things first, I'm going to take off my mask because just came from outside and we do need to be wearing our masks. You know, doing our part. Keeping everybody safe. That's much better, much better. All right, here we go. So, like I said, Sharpie Tie Dye is our activity for the day. I know, you may be wondering, you may be asking yourself, Crystal, you usually use paint when you tie-dye. There's a special tie-dye set. What are you doing using Sharpies? Well, I'm here to tell you, you don't need those all the time when you're doing tie-dye. Mind blown. I know. It's pretty easy, and there's actually a really cool science behind why Sharpies work for tie-dyeing. So, along with our cool art project today, we're going to learn a little bit about the science behind why this specific type of art with Sharpies works the way it does. First, you will have your isopropyl alcohol, also known as rubbing alcohol. You may have seen it in your medicine cabinet, your first aid kit. Your trusted adult may have helped clean a boo-boo with it before. So, this is very important for our project today. We are going to make sure that a trusted adult is there to help us use this when the time comes. So we're going to put that on the side, like so. Next, we are going to need a spray bottle. I personally enjoy using a spray bottle. You can also use a little dropper. It's also called a tincture. We might have seen them when doing a science experiment or thing like that, but you can use a tincture / eyedropper or a spray bottle, which is my personal favorite. Place that right over there. You're also gonna need some fabric, because if we don't have fabric, what are we gonna tie dye? I don't know, but you're gonna need it. So we'll put that there. You're also gonna need a surface to do this on that is not your table, because we don't want to get our trusted adults' tables or floors or anything like that super messed up, because they may not be happy with the results of that after. Shout out to all you trusted adults out there. We don't want to mess up your tables. Okay, and last but certainly not least, you thought right, we're gonna need the Sharpies. These are pretty important, so we'll put those right there. We're also gonna need to take into consideration, you wanna be in a room where you can open a lot of your windows, or it might be best to even do this outside. It is up to you and your trusted adult, but make sure there's a lot of fresh air coming through the room, because we may have noticed when using isopropyl alcohol before, it doesn't smell the best, and neither do Sharpies. So we want to make sure that we're being safe and that there's a lot of fresh air running through the room or outside for your lungs to take in and out, because we need our fresh air. So yeah. All right. Moving right along. For today's activity, please feel free to follow along as I go, or you can just take note of the supplies I have and what I do, and you can do it at any time you wish with your trusted adult supervising you, as it's really easy, and you'll see as I go, you can do this at any time, because there is no right or wrong way to do art. Cool. So let's look at the back end of how this is gonna work really quick and take a look at my science board. Ta-da! Okay, So, how this works and why this works. And the Sharpie ink is soluble, which means it's able to be dissolved in a solvent. The solvent is the rubbing alcohol. So the reason we need the rubbing alcohol is because Sharpie ink is a permanent marker. It's a permanent ink. And you'll notice if we took water and we sprayed water on Sharpie ink, if we drew on something, the Sharpie ink wouldn't really move, and that's because it's hydrophobic. It doesn't like water. They're not friends. They don't vibe. Nothing would really happen. But when we take isopropyl alcohol and we spray Sharpie ink that we've drawn on, we're gonna see like a dissolving effect happen, where the Sharpie ink kind of spreads out and mixes with the isopropyl alcohol, because the isopropyl alcohol is the solvent and the ink is the solute, which means it's dissolved by the solvent. So that's why we have to use isopropyl alcohol in order to get the effect of tie-dye that we want on our shirts or pillowcases or socks or banners or flags or what have you. So, I know, that was a lot of words, that was a lot of science at once, but I promise you, as we do this, we're gonna revisit those words and it's gonna make a lot more sense to ya. Let's take it away. Let's do it. It's gonna be really exciting. First, we're gonna need to make sure the middle of our space is pretty clear, because that just makes things easier. I'm gonna take my shirt and I'm gonna lay it out so it's ready, first of all. What I'm gonna wanna do next, just so it's ready, there's a little bit in here, but I'm gonna wanna put a little more. I'm gonna need to pour some of my isopropyl alcohol into my spray bottle. And this is when our trusted adult is gonna need to help us out, because we don't wanna be handling this by ourselves all the time, because we don't want it to get into our mouths, we don't want it to get into our eyes, we shouldn't be doing anything like that with it. So please do not do that. This is just to put in our bottle, and if someone says, hey, do we need to put this on a cut that is a trusted adult, that's the only time else we should be using it. Alrighty. We're gonna put the cap back on. We're gonna put this off to the side. And we're gonna put the top of our bottle on like so. There we go. All right. So I have a design in mind for my shirt, and I feel really good about it. I feel like it's gonna be real cute. I've been working with the Y for a really long time, and I have to say, I love summer camp because it's super fun and we always have the best summer ever. So, because I love summer camp, I'm gonna make a camp shirt, because why not? I'm gonna take this cool navy blue color, and I'm gonna start my design, and I'm just gonna go for it. Because like I said in the beginning, there's no right or wrong way to make art. All art is nice, all art is beautiful. And if all art looked the same, there would be nothing cool to look at in the world, and no one would be seen as creative or innovative because everything would look the same. So please, when you're doing this at home, take it away, do your thing, and be proud of whatever it is you create, because it's your piece of art, it's your work of art that you made, and it's gonna be beautiful. All right, so here we go, here we go. So far, I have Y Camp Rocks on my shirt, cause it does. It's pretty awesome, it's pretty cool, and Y Camp Rocks is part of one of my favorite Y Camp songs. So, gotta put it on a shirt somewhere. My favorite song goes, hip hop, Y Camp Rocks, let me see your body drop, boom, shake it up, shake it up. And that's just a really fun song, so yeah, that's why it's on my shirt. All right, and next, I'm gonna do some cool designs around my words. I'm not gonna really tie-dye my words because I want them to stay looking like words and not really getting too blurry. But my designs, this is where I wanna have them get blurry. So, I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this other cool little blue that I have and I'm gonna make some dots. Yeah, some dots. Gotta love the dots. I'm gonna make some dots to like outline around my word. So it's kind of like in a safe box. Yeah, I'm liking that. And it's best when we're doing this for the part that you want to make tie-dye, for it to be like either dots or squiggles or swirlies. I said squirrelies. Swirlies. Or really anything like that. Just because it'll make a nicer design. All right. Let me add a couple more dots. Who knows? Something cool might happen. Ta-da! Yeah. Cool. Okay. So. Nice. Solid. Solid. Yeah. I like it. It's a vibe. All right, what color should I go with next? I think I'm gonna do this cool neon green because it's so festive and green and bright. Gotta love me some bright colors, you know? All right, so I like that so far. I wonder what all of you at home are trying. I wonder if you're trying swirls or squiggles or dots or zigzags or just lines. It'd be cool to see. I might do, I know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do a zigzag line, but in dots. That's the call. I'm feeling it. It's a vibe. Here we go, everybody. Look out. It's gonna get crazy in here. Yeah. All right. Time to have at it, everybody. We're gonna see how the isopropyl alcohol makes my designs spread on out. Because remember, we gotta use the isopropyl alcohol because the Sharpie ink is the solute, which means it is dissolved by the solvent, which is the isopropyl alcohol. And why do we have to use isopropyl alcohol instead of water? Because Sharpies are hydrophobic. They are not friends with water. They're not besties. They're not acquaintances. They're not friends. They don't even like to sit at the same lunch table. We gotta use the isopropyl alcohol because they're besties. That's who they are. Okie dokie. Let's get this show on the road. Here we go. Ooh, saucy. I like that. I like that a lot. Okay. This is cute. This is cute. This is so cute. All right. So, as you can see, it's like midway of spreading out so far. This is what we got. My design is spreading. My little hearts that I created, as you can see, are tie-dye hearts. You can see my little Y Camp rock sign. And well, this is just one of the cutest little tie-dye shirts I've ever created, if I do say so myself. Gotta love that. Boom, boom, love it. So I'm gonna let that set for a minute. And now, I'm gonna move on to my next design. On my mask. Ta-da! Because who doesn't love a tie-dye mask? I mean, I came in wearing one today, if you all forgot. And I just need some more. Who doesn't need more tie-dye masks in their life? I know I need them. So, I think I'm gonna go kind of maybe, if I can, because this is kind of like a little bit of a wrinkly material. I'll put this on the side over here, out of the way. Kind of a wrinkly material where it scrunches up. But I want to make these hearts again because they were really cool. Ooh, I'm gonna do these colors. Yes, yes, yes. I think so. I think I will. All right, let's see how this goes, everybody. Let's see how this goes. Fun, festive, coming along. Now my green guy. That kind of looks like a circle, but it's okay. Because why? Art is art. Okay. This is a little abstract, a little bit of an abstract heart. Well, two hearts, but that's okay. I still think it's cute. Yeah. So now we're gonna take our trusty isopropyl alcohol and we're gonna take it away. Where is it? The straw's over there. Okay. And you'll see the green especially really starts to take a nice time. It does a really good job dispersing the color through the mask. So this is what it looks like currently. This is it from the front. As you can see, the green is spreading out all along the mask. The pink and blue are starting to do its thing too. And also, since there really is no real front or back to this mask, you could decide that this is your front, or if you want, you could decide this is your front if you like how this way looks better. Really, it's up to you, because you're the one wearing it and you're the one making it, and it's your art. But now you have a mask that you made and a shirt that you made, and after this dries off, you can just wash it, hand wash it in cold water, and then you can set it to dry. All right, well, as you can see, we have our mask, we have our t-shirt, and you just did Sharpie tie dye, and that was pretty cool. And you learned the science behind it. I don't think there's a more fun way to learn science than by doing an awesome art activity with your science too. Thank you so much for joining me for our wonderful Sharpie tie dye activity. And please join us for more activities by coming to YMCASF.org/classroom for all for more live and recorded activities and classes. See you again real soon. Bye guys. Ta-ta. Farewell.
Did you know that YMCA of San Francisco never closed? When shelter-in-place happened, we could no longer provide in-person programming. We quickly shifted to provide youth and family programming virtually. As early as April, we started providing on-demand activities in our YMCA of San Francisco YouTube channel.
For this video, we're going to be making a geodesic dome.
Today, we're going to be making a hovercraft. The science around this activity is really awesome.
In addition, we have a regular schedule of activities for our youth and families to join live. We feature read-alouds, yoga, family Zumba, arts and crafts, drawing clubs, and more. So don't miss out on our virtual youth and family offerings. Visit www.ymcasf.org for more info and class schedules.